So I'm gonna elaborate a little bit more on the post when I post about being blocked on Instagram or banned or whatever they did to my account, my 2,300 subscribers or follows, whatever you call it. This happened to me before on YouTube, and it's about content that doesn't promote ignorance. When I switched my platform on YouTube after I gained over 4,000 subscribers, over 1 million watch minutes, over 500,000 views on one of my videos, and I started posting other things. They didn't like that. I switched the algorithm from ignorance to being a little bit more conscious about what we're putting out there, because we have to realize the long-term consequences and ramifications of a lot of the stuff that we post. And I don't think a lot of adults are taking the time to think about that before they post these things. And I had to stick with that and stand on that, because it's embarrassing and it's sad. Like, I'm speaking from an educator standpoint with expertise levels in social emotional learning skills in middle school. This is what I do, and I can speak a certain way about it because I put in more work than a lot of people. And anybody who works with me, and I don't toot my own horn, I let my work speak for itself, and I let the outcomes of my students speak for the work that I put in. Now, certain people couldn't talk to students and parents the way I do, but I built that relationship, and I built that understanding of, look, this is how I work, and I do it from a spot of love for these kids, because I think a lot of adults have forgotten, like the song said, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. We forgot that. We forgot that the children are the future. Now you got a bunch of old heads thinking they the future, right? So when I start looking at all the stuff that we promote, adults are not thinking about the long-term consequences and the effects that it's going to have, not just on their life, but their kids' lives. And I hope nobody gets offended by this, but maybe somebody may look in the mirror and check themselves. When I have a student, a male student, a black male student who looks like me, come from where I come from, you know, good kid, and they having a bad day. These kids have bad days all the time, but you know the days when it's just like, yo, something not right. I pull a kid in the office, and I just try to ask, you know, what's going on, what's bothering you, if anything's bothering you. It may not be anything bothering you. You may just be tired because you was up playing Fortnite all night or something. Like a lot of kids up playing video games all night and they don't get no sleep. And then they come to school and they tired and they fall asleep in class, or they just down. If it's one of those days, cool. You know, I can give you a 10-minute nap break, and after that, your butt going back to class. I don't want to hear it. But some kids, you know, when it's just a little bit more poking at them that day. So I asked this young man, yo, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? What's up? Let me know. You want to talk about it? You can talk. You want to sit here and just sit? That's cool too. But I'm here to listen. And the crazy thing about it is, the kid says, no, the kids are, they picking at me, give me a hard time, and showing a video of his mother's Instagram page, right? So the boys are being boys. This is middle school, and they're showing his mother's Instagram page. And you can just imagine what videos were on the page for them to be passing it around and they keep showing it, and he's upset about it. It's been happening since the morning time. All right. So I don't need to even ask, you know what I'm saying, what type of videos on there, because I know from why he's upset. But me as a resource at the school, somebody who usually knows what to say to have a positive outcome in most situations when it comes to school and students and parents, I don't know what to say. I'm stumped. I had no idea what to tell this boy. I had no idea how to make him feel better about his mother and her provocative videos that's being circulated between the boys at school. You know, and like I say, we provide, our job is to educate your children and give them a safe environment. But this is the type of things that make it hard for us to keep it safe. So I don't know what to tell this young man other than say, you know, man, just chill with me the rest of the day. You know, just chill with me the rest of the day, and, you know, it'll be all right. You know, boys gonna be boys. They want to find somebody to pick on with, and if you let it get to you, they gonna keep messing with you. Just blow it off, man. Just blow it off the best you can and cry about it when you get home. You know you're a child. You can't tell your mama what to do, and if she has this type of juvenile mentality behavior, not realizing she has a child in middle school, he can't go home and tell her what to do. He has no idea how to tell her that what happened and what makes him uncomfortable. Maybe he will. I told him he needs to have a talk with his mom. But even I, in this moment, says, do I need to have a conversation with this kid's mom? Because who am I to tell her what to put on her page? Y'all know how y'all get about y'all page. Don't tell me what to post. Nobody can tell me what to post on my page. My page, that's how people get. And I think that as adults, we have honestly forgotten that the children are our future. Teach them well. This is what we showing. This is what this young boy was showed. I hated that he had to go through that experience. But the problem is he's not the only one. So parents, please, I'm trying to be nice in my words because some of y'all make me just want to grab you. Sometimes I have to excuse children's behavior because when I speak to the parents act like juveniles themselves. And we forgetting that, you know, these adolescents, you know, these are children, but their parents are still adolescents themselves. Some of them never recovered from whatever childhood trauma or upbringing they couldn't shake off, lessons they didn't get. Some of them still stuck at a certain age, and now they believe that they're the future because of social media told them. Somebody said you look good. Somebody said we're your friend. You got a bunch of followers. You know how to get a blue check. You know, you got the latest of the latest, and you know how to post it. But you forgetting that you ain't even help your child with their homework tonight yet. You haven't came to the school, not for one 30-minute lunch session, to sit and have lunch with your child in the courtyard or even in the cafeteria. We can have visitors on campus. You can pull your child out and eat with them at lunchtime. You can establish that relationship with the school. We welcome that. And this is the problem we're having. So stop poking at the school all the time. Stop poking at the teachers and start looking at your own personal backyard and saying, how can you help the situation? We not the future. We the past. We have to guide the future. Because right now, only thing we bringing up right now is a bunch of drug dealing, gang bangers, and twerkers. That's all we promoting right now. And I'm not cool with that. And you shouldn't be either. You should be appalled and embarrassed about it. That only thing we are being told that we're good at is entertaining and raising the prison value. I gotta pay attention, man. We gotta tighten up. These kids are suffering right now and they're losing because we too stuck and worried about posting Instagram stuff but not posting the truth. I ain't perfect. But when it comes to these kids, I'm not finna sugarcoat it with you. Our kids are failing right now. But we failing them as adults because we're not even taking the time to spend 30 minutes with them at school. We're not taking the time to spend 30 minutes a week emailing or calling their teachers. And it's so easy. It's right on your phone. These teachers have hundreds of kids they have to deal with to try to help. Hundreds. We can only do so much. So that's why I was kicked off of Instagram. My one page was blocked, the ban, whatever they did to it with my little 2,300 followers. Thank y'all for following, man, and showing the support. Y'all go over to my other channel, Kaya Costa CBD. Y'all can go over to my Mr. SEL, Social Emotional Learning channel. It's all connected. Go to my Rico Jackson channel and then click on the other ones and go on there. I'm going to run it back up over there. Hey, I'm going even harder. This the YouTube channel. I got a couple of these. My SEL channel on here. But y'all just tap in with me. Send me some questions. Parents, you got questions about school stuff, how to deal with teachers, how to deal with administrators. If you have an issue with your students and the situation with the COVID, a lot of these students' anxiety is so high. When I was a kid, I didn't know the word. I think the word anxiety just came around the past 10 years. You got to ask me. It's just crazy how many kids know the word anxiety. I'm like, what do you have anxiety about? What is it? Are we creating it? Are we creating it? Now, I know some kids sleep in their cars at nighttime. I know some kids don't eat at when they go home. I know some kids get abused. That's depression. That's anxiety. That's fear. That's trauma. But a lot of this anxiety they're talking about now is, I don't like being around a lot of people either. People get on my nerves. These adults get on my nerves. But it's sad to see a child can't walk into a cafeteria with 300 kids, well spaced out, not even that loud, but their anxiety is driving them crazy because of the noise and the people. They rather sit outside by themselves. I understand. I understand. But we're part of the blame for that anxiety. What are we going to do about it? So that's why Instagram, I know they was doing something funny because like a week before they froze me or whatever they did, a lot of my stories in the thingy, it'd just have a little exclamation point, like it wouldn't load them. And I thought it was my phone, but it wasn't doing it on any other of my pages. And then my phone started doing some other weird stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a new phone. I went and got a new phone. And then it still did a little exclamation loady thing. And then I posted one thing like 8:30 in the morning or something like that. And after that, it was dead. Dead. So same thing happened to my YouTube channel. Dead. But the real gonna recognize the real. The ones that may fall in the category of needing to tighten up, like we all do, we're gonna recognize it. I knew I needed to tighten up in some areas, and that's why I go hard for these kids. I don't care. Like, I can be wrong. You can say I'm wrong all day long, but when it comes to these kids, I'm gonna stand by it. I'm gonna stand by it. I don't care. Parents, y'all not doing enough. I'm not letting COVID be an excuse for you not spending the time, at least 30 minutes a month. That's it. Call them teachers. Get on portal. Check the grades. It's on your phone. Call the teachers. The teachers got to call you, but sometimes they just don't have enough time. Sometimes these teachers don't have enough time. They have to live their life too. They have kids. They have school-age kids too. We need y'all to step up. And once more people step up and start speaking the truth, you can block, you can ban, you can do whatever. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. So, hey man, it is what it is. It's a beautiful Sunday. Thank God we still alive. We still here. I'm down here in the beautiful South St. Pete. Over here at one of the local crab spots, JB's. I always shout out my spots I eat at in the Berg. I'm gonna always do that. If I eat there, that means I'm supporting them. I'm gonna show them love. JB always been cool with me. He always had, you know what I'm saying, good business. I hope his prices done got back right, because that pandemic had these folks tripping. Hey, I rock with you, but hey, you can't rob me now. But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. South St. Pete, beautiful area, Gulfport area, almost. It's all the same to me. It's all good food, good people, beautiful weather, and just parents, take your kids out, man. Spend some more time with them. Show them that you love them. Show them that you're interested in their schoolwork. We need it, man. We need it. We so short staffed. We short on bus drivers. Kids getting to school an hour late because the bus driver's overwhelmed. We got to tighten up. We got to tighten up. So let me get off here, man. Go give me some food, give me some crabs. Yeah, man. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful Sunday. You know, eat some crabs with the fam, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Hope I didn't offend anybody, but if I did, hey, it is what it is, and I stand on it.